I just get the plug.
That'll be great.
Everyone thinks I'm plugging in the line. No, that's why I'm saying, watch your steps. Well, it's a beautiful building. Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch your step.
We're getting a chair. We're going to bring it out here for Mr. Miller, so he's going to yeah. So he can sit down. He said I asked him. He said he wanted to hear it. Well, it looks like that's. You mean he's not editing you? Oh, come on. First time. I'll probably go wrong. I'll make one more announcement.
Yeah, because this stretch is so tight, somebody might really. I want to make sure no one falls. This is a good crowd. How are you? This is exciting. I'm so glad you came.
When you get ready to shut the door here. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good evening, and thank you all for coming. Last year, when I turned off the lights
There, now.
and we said goodbye to the Visitor Center as we knew it, I had no idea what was going to take place in the renovation project. And I certainly didn't dream the lights would come on again in an elegant Dale Chihuly Chandelier. Ideas and suggestions for this new space have come from many places. Those indispensable volunteers were consulted, the library board who owns the property, the Chamber of Commerce who has sponsored us from the beginning, the VIP, Visitors Information and Promotion, with whom we merged after their formation. Visitors were asked what they sought when coming into the center. And of course, the staff and the board of the Visitor Center all were very, very helpful. Todd Williams, local architect, was most helpful in accumulating this information and serving as the local architect. We asked Kevin Roach, master architect and our friend of long standing, if he would take on our small, to him, renovation into his schedule of work around the world, in Hong Kong, in India, in Japan. I was delighted when he said he would. He is now not only my friend, he's my hero. But being a worrywart, I wondered, how would I reach him in a crisis? Would he find time to answer my calls for help, handle my rejections when I didn't like something or changed my mind? I'm no expert at making decisions I can't change. Well, Kevin never once failed to return my calls for help. He answered promptly. He took my changes of mind with, and there were many, with good grace, suggesting alternate solutions. He presented plans for this wonderful building with our many new ideas, and his too, which I think is going to serve our purposes spaciously and superbly. Venerable Dunlap and Company, who has been doing fine quality construction work in Columbus since 1873, have done an unusually fine and speedy job, from demolition of some parts to completion in a little over 1 year, within budget, both great achievements in today's world. At the beginning, Dennis King of the construction company presented me with a hard hat, painted blue, with lovely flowers painted on it. and across the front it said XSM Superintendent. Last night I got even with him. At our workers' party, I presented him also with a hat with a halo, lighted with Christmas candles, and it contains angel wings. They look slightly like a donkey's wings, but they were meant to be an angel. And Dennis has promised to wear it tonight. Thank you, Dennis, for your prepared work. Mr. Roche pushed our extension to the north and gave us an entrance from Franklin Street where buses can deliver our visitors, who number between 40 and 50,000 these days, who come through the visitor center. In addition, he provided a building entry and a parking lot for the physically challenged. The ADA parking area also serves the library and is very near the entry added on the east. The city closed one block of 6th Street to enlarge the parking for both the visitor library and the visitor center. A new need had arisen, and suggested a conference room was needed for visiting groups of student architects coming to town to see the work of a variety of leading architects in the United States, easily accessible in a small town, and for telling some large interested groups about how we do what we do through public-private cooperation. The conference room will be available for those groups as well as other groups when not in use. It has a catering kitchen attached upstairs. This room is appropriately named for Barbara Stewart, a local leader of great talent and former member of the VIPs. This room was funded by the Heritage Fund. The offices of the new Visitor Center Incorporated, which they planned, are also on the 2nd floor. Behind the two entries and sales rooms is a soundproof room for a new video, which you will want to listen to, emphasizing the contemporary architecture in Columbus, which has had so much national and international publicity, all for free. And thanks to Harry McCullough and the Republic, we have had marvelous cover locally. They have outdone themselves. Cummins Engine Company Foundation funded the new visitors room, exhibit room, which is on the ground floor of the old John B. Story house. Partitions and stairwell removed to make one large room. I think Columbus residents will delight in this. It contains a lot of historical facts and stories. You'll want to return several times, I think, to absorb this. The exhibit room theme is Columbus, Indiana, people and their buildings. I certainly did not realize last year when I turned the lights out in our new visitor center, that they would come on in an elegant yellow glass chandelier with 4 beautiful blown glass flowers called Persians below. Dale Chihuly of Tacoma, Washington is carrying glass blowing to new heights, and his works now are in many museums. Kevin Roach suggested he be asked to design one for our stairwell. I'll turn on the lights once again in time for you to see the yellow glow of the sunset, although I think it's gone down already. But you'll see this another time. It has been a pleasure and a privilege for Mrs. Tangeman, Mr. Miller, and me, through the Irwin Sweeney Miller Foundation, to be able to make this contribution to Columbus, for our new visitor center. Please enjoy it.